Hey guys, it's Julia. Today I'm going to be talking about my new Spek planner and the way I have it set up. I am home. It is the middle of the day. My dogs are here too, so they may or may not be making noise. I already hear one drinking water, so I'm very sorry about that. I hope it's not too distracting. Be sure to check out my new blog, www.livealittlelife.com. There's not a whole lot up there right now because, like I said, it's still new. I do have really awesome blog posts that will be coming up very soon, so be sure to be checking in with that. You can also follow me on Instagram at JuliaLiveALittleLife. So here it is. This is my new, beautiful, wonderful planner from the Spek company. It is, if you don't know anything about the Spek company, they are based out of the Netherlands. And they do just gorgeous leather work. This is one of their custom planners. So what that means is I got to choose the colors of the leather, the thread, the whether or not I wanted stiffener in it. I did not. I like the squishy feel. It's kind of like the Malden feel. But with all my stuff in here, it's firm, you know. The ring size, you can customize anything. I got the standard pocket arrangement, but I know that people have been able to customize the way that their pockets are set up, so that's really cool. There is a Facebook group for Spek planners that I will link to below. That is probably your best way to learn more about it and learn more about your options as well as the ordering process. It was really helpful for me during that time, and I love everything about it. I don't think I'll ever use another planner ever again. I got the 35mm rings, and they are huge. And what I love about these rings is they are absolutely tight. And also, unlike Filofax, you can replace the rings on these. So if something were to happen to them, I would be able to replace them without having to buy a whole new binder, which is really, really cool. So on the outside, I had gotten the purple crocodile leather, which I just love. It's really pretty. I really, really, really do like it. And then on the, working around the camera here. On the inside, I got the purple Napa leather, which is just very, very soft, and you can just tell the quality of this leather is just great. So I think it's gonna hold up for a long, long time. This is the standard pocket arrangement that you would get in an A5 size. I do take this binder with me everywhere. So it also acts as my wallet. I know a lot of people do not like using an A5 for a wallet. They prefer to use a personal size or even as small as a pocket sized. And that just doesn't work for me because this goes with me everywhere anyway. So instead of carrying around two planners, I'd rather just carry the one. Behind here, in this pocket, I've got my passport photos and contact prescription. I've got all my credit cards and, business cards and reward cards up here. These are Post-it sticky tabs, and these are really great. I'll show you what I use them for in just a bit. These are page flags, and I don't remember where I got these, but I really like them. I know you can get some in the dollar section at Target, or at least you used to be able to, and I've heard that they don't stick very well, but people have been using washi tape to help them stick, so, that's an option too, or you can just get the plain ones from Post-it at any store pretty much. These are magnetic paper clips that I got from the Container Store, and I really like these. They are strong. They hold together really well, and I've had ones in the past that haven't been that great. So I'm really pleased with how these have been working out. This is an Avery binder pocket. I think that's what it's called. I did have to re-punch it in order to fit the 6-ring mechanism, but it's in there. It's not going anywhere, so it works just fine doing that. I use this pocket to hold my little note from Mark on Valentine's Day. It came with my flowers. I also use it to hold things that do not stay in here very long and don't need to be filed away. So like, I don't know, the other day I had to mail something out for Mark, so I had stuck it in here so that it wouldn't get lost or all bent up and stuff like that. Also, like if I've got a note to give someone or a quick checklist that I need to reference that day, I'll move it up here as well. So, I mean, you know, I think it's just good to have this extra space right there. This is the cover page from Miss Tiina Inserts. I don't actually use her inserts. I just use bits and pieces of them. I will link to her Etsy shop below. You can buy her entire planner as a bundle, or you can buy all of the pages in it separately. I had used her entire planner in my old Kiki K, and they were great. They're so cute and they're so pretty, and you really, really get a lot for your money on them. The only problem is they were weak on 2 pages, and that just was not enough for me. And I now use the DIYFish Life Mapping version 2.1 inserts, and I love them. They are so great. So this is the cover page for Miss Tiina. Like I said, on the back it's just got a if found, please return to, and then an emergency contact information. It also has Miss Tiina contact pages. I have not filled a lot of this stuff out in my planner yet to protect my privacy as well as the privacy of my friends and family. So this is my first divider, and these dividers were made by Amy from My Planner Addiction, and she does great work. She has the cutest stuff on her shop. These ones actually, these ones are a custom order, but I think they might actually be on her shop too. She's done another custom order for me in the past, and she is so good about finding exactly what you want, and she gets it to me very, very quickly. It's awesome. She does a great job. I'm always pleased with her. So this is my budget section. I use this one to hold this pocket to hold receipts as well as bills. I use the A Bowl Full of Lemons budget planner. I heard that she had taken down a lot of the sizes. She used to have all of the sizes up there, but she had taken a lot of them down. I'm not sure what sizes she has up there, but these are the A5. And I know she also has an 8.5 by 5.5, which will fit in an A size. So if she has that, that'll work for this too. The first page is the bill payment tracker, which is just, you know, it's very basic. This whole budget planner is pretty basic, but I like that. I know everyone's needs are different when it comes to a budget planner, but this one just works really well for me. So bill payment tracker, you know, very basic. You just track if your bills have been paid. This is just like a kind of like a budget worksheet. It's got a space for you to write the due date of your bills, and then the bills what the bill is, how much it is, and then I use this checkmark box to check it off if it's been due or if it's been paid. I know some people will check it off when they've received the bill or what. I'm not really sure, but that's what I use it for. I like having my bills written down in several different places so that I know I won't forget to pay them. Okay, this is an income tracker. It's pretty cool. You know, you just track what your income is, what your paydays are, if you get any additional money for whatever reason, like a tax return or something like that. You know, it's just to help tracking all of the income that you're getting that month. This is a password sheet. So I know a lot of people do not like storing their passwords in a planner that they take out with them. I just kind of shorthand it or put like what my hint is for my password. And really what it is it's just because my passwords are all in code pretty much. So like if someone were to get a hold of this sheet, they would not be able to figure out what the heck any of it meant. And I do not put my account numbers in here because I take it with me. I do have a sheet, an additional sheet with all of the actual information that is stored away in our file cabinet that locks up. So, you know, it really depends. I may take this sheet out because I'm not sure that I'll actually need it in my travel planner as well as in my, you know, filing cabinet. So this is the register. You know, I use it to keep track of our main checking account. It's also the sheet that I use my first sticky top tab. I like using these tabs for things that I know I'm going to reference daily or that I will need to reference a lot. It just makes it a lot easier so I don't have to flip through a bunch of stuff in order to get to that one page. And then the rest of these pages are just extra registers. So my next section is my actual planner, my calendar. It's my DIY. I use the DIYFish ones, like I said, and they are just great. I know a lot of people get really confused or overwhelmed with them at first, but once you really get in there and start using it, the possibilities for it are just absolutely endless, and they're really cool. And the printing was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And she's got clearly marked lines for cutting instructions and folding instructions. So, and there's also a Facebook community as well that for these inserts, and I will post a link to that. And it's a really great place to get some ideas on how to use them, and also for people to answer questions on printing and cutting. So that's really neat. So here you've just got the 2014 layout overview. Whatever. This is 2015 overview and a 2016 overview. On the back of this page, I use it to mark anniversaries and birthdays. Then you open it up and you have your yearly planner. So like right now we're in May, and I use this to mark holidays, events that we have going on, days that we don't have work or school, haircuts, anything that's planned. Well, like I always plan my haircuts 12 weeks ahead of time. I schedule my hair appointment my next hair appointment every time I get one. So I have that scheduled and written down so I will remember. So basically I only keep 2 months of daily and weekly pages in here. So if I have something that is going on way in advance, like in July we're going to a baseball game, I want to have that written down somewhere so that I won't accidentally make plans with somebody or to do something when I already have plans for something else. So this is really cool. I really like this. Now we have May. I have these cool little top tabs or monthly tabs for my planner, and I got them from the Container Store as well. They are called the Girl of All Work tabs. They are not reusable, but they were very cheap. I think they were like less than $4, and you can get them from Amazon as well. So I really like them. I think they're pretty cool. Okay, so this is my monthly chart. I use it to track things that I need to get done that month, but don't have a time-sensitive day, or I don't have a day scheduled to it yet. So I also use it to track like days I've exercised. This is inaccurate because, like I said, I've just moved into it. And then I also use it for tracking personal things, which is why this is covered up. But I know people have used it to track weight loss, or I have a friend who used it to track potty training for her kid, or when Kelsey went to the vet and needed medicine, we had, written that in so that whenever we gave it to her, one of us would check it off. That way she wouldn't get it twice in one day, and that way we wouldn't accidentally forget a day. So, so it's really been good for that. And then on the other side, you've got your month, and it's really cool the way this is set up because it goes horizontal, which I kind of like. And it goes vertical too. So like here's the first, second, third, fourth, whatever. But all of your Mondays are lined up, all of your Tuesdays, your Wednesdays, Thursdays, and etc. So I think it's really neat because if you've got like something that's running across like 2 or 3 Saturdays, you can just write it across. So that's really cool, I think. I keep bill due dates on here, as well as days that we get paid. And then I also move stuff over from the yearly calendar onto here as well. So like my haircut is there. And so, you know, Mother's Day was there. So that's what I use that for. I use these tabs right here, also from the Container Store. I think you can get these on Amazon too. I use these tabs to mark the different weeks so that they're easy to find, as well as the days. And then once a week has passed, I use one of my magnetic paper clips to just kind of clip it together. Okay, so let's go to this week. I use this column right here for my meal planning. I know a lot of people use it for appointments and important things that they have to get done on that specific day. And I don't. I just use it for my meal planning. I use this column right here for my weekly to-do list, and then I use this column for Mark's weekly to-do list. This is my weekly chart, and I use it as a chore chart mostly. Down here I also kind of use it as a blog to-do list. I have not filled it out yet because I didn't want to give away what my next blog post will be. On the back of my weekly chart, I have my shopping list. Whoops. Sorry, guys. And I do my grocery shopping on Fridays usually, so, you know, this list will grow throughout the week, and I do my meal planning before I go to the grocery store. This is another magnetic paper clip that I just use to clip my days together so they're easy to get to. I'm going to show you yesterday's because it's more filled out. It's still pretty early in the morning, so I haven't gotten around to filling out today yet. Up here, you've got this really cool space to write I feel. Yesterday I wasn't feeling that great. My allergies were really bad, so I was just kind of meh. And then you can also track the weather. So I tracked the high and the low, and then it was raining yesterday, so I wrote that as well. I use this space right here to write an inspirational quote, a reflection, or just like a spiritual reminder or something like that. You know, just something that's uplifting and that helps me get through the day. She's also got this really cool water tracker, or you can track coffee or soda. I mean, I like that. I think that's really neat. I use this section as my daily to-do, and then down here I use it for Mark's to-do. This is a time, it's a time scheduled. So I didn't have any time-sensitive appointments yesterday, so what I do is I will plan out my day and assign a certain amount of time to each task that I need to get done, and just to try to have a little bit more organization to my day. And it's really been helping out pretty well because it makes it a lot harder to waste a day watching TV or playing on Facebook when I know there's things that I need to get done and I've set a time to get them done by. I use this side to take notes about what happened that day. Some people use it for journaling. I also have used this in the past, like when we went to the vet with Kelsey when she was sick. I wrote notes about what the vet said. When I went to the eye doctor, I wrote notes about what my eye doctor said. So, you know, things like that. It's just extra space, and you use it for whatever you want, and it's really good. And so let me show you a little more, a blank page. So this is blank, you know, and that's what's really cool about these inserts is you can divide them up however you want. You can draw lines here to make more, or here, or wherever, to make more boxes and more categories. And you can just, I mean, there's so much you can do with them. So if something that, like if a layout worked, like this worked for me yesterday, but maybe today I'll need this to be something else instead of a to-do list. So, I mean, there's just really, really cool stuff. I've seen people who will cut off that, like draw a line off that part and use this as a meal tracker, like what they ate that day. So, I mean, you know, they're really customizable. You don't have to use them the same way every day, which is really cool. I think that they are designed to kind of evolve with your needs. So that's really neat. So this is another cool thing about it. When you've got it all spread out, or opened up, you have your day, your week, and your month. I don't typically plan that way. I don't have this all spread out when I'm planning, which is why I don't keep time sensitive or appointments listed here. So, but if this is better for you, then you could use this space to write your appointments and your important to-dos, and it will be so easy for you to plan out your day because you will be able to see your entire, schedule for that month all in one page. And I think that's really, really cool. I think that works awesome. So those are the DIYFish inserts. And like I said, I also keep June in here. I keep 2 months at a time. So I have all of June's weekly and daily pages cut out and punched in here. Okay, so my next one is my fitness and health planner. And I have not labeled my tabs just yet, but I will. I have a P-Touch label maker and I love it. And what I will do is I will, the batteries are dead on it, which is why I haven't done it yet. But I will, print out a label for each section and stick it on my little tabs. Okay, so this is my health and fitness one, and I got these from Polka Dot Posie. And I will post a link to their Etsy shop as well. I love this. Okay, so I am training to run a half marathon. So this is a goal tracker where I can track monthly and long-term goals for it and fitness goals for it. So I think that's really cool. I'm really excited about, filling this out and playing with it. The next page is for, it's a fitness calendar. So I really like this too because I can track out plan out my training schedule for that month. The next page is a food tracker where I have another top tab because, I'll be using it several times in the day. So the food tracker is really great, especially for people who are on like Weight Watchers or something like that. Because if you're out running around and you don't have time to track your information online, you can just jot it down really quick and do it when you get home. Or if you forget, you can do it the next day and still remember everything you had. So that's pretty cool. So I've got, 4 weeks worth of that printed out. Okay, so it also comes with the running and walking tracker, which is really cool because, like I said, I'm training for that marathon. So it's going to really help me see the progression of my runs. And I like how there's a space for how many miles I've gone as well as the pace because I want to my goal is to be able to run, for a half marathon, I probably won't be able to run super fast, but I would like to be able to run just 10-minute miles. So that'll help me see my pace progression. And then also I like how it has weather trackers too, because the weather really does affect your runs sometimes. If it's really windy and you're running against the wind, it can be hard to run. So, it also has a fitness tracker for people who are gym rats or whatever. I've used it to track yoga before, just things like that. So that's pretty cool. Then you have a measurement tracker, which is really neat because I've never considered really tracking my progress that way. Usually I just do it through weight, but this is just another fun way to keep up with how well I'm doing in reaching my health and fitness goals. And then the last thing that's in here is a weight loss tracker, of course. And, I track my weight once a week to see my progress. And so I think that's really great. I mean, I think she's really thought about everything for this, so it's pretty neat. My next section is my journaling section. I've got a little pocket here where I will put, pictures or quotes from magazines or just little personal things that I like to keep and look at, maybe pictures or something of my family. And then these are Miss Tiina daily journal pages that I've just printed out front and back. And I like having my journal in my planner because my planner, like I said, goes with me everywhere. So if I'm out and about and feel the need to work through something or write something personal down, I can do that, and I don't have to find I don't have to carry around a whole separate book for it or a whole separate diary for it. So that's really nice. Okay, this next section is my my lists and to-do section. So it's also kind of like a brain dump, but not really. So I have this pocket for, to store sticky notes or a little checklist or whatever. Like when I made these, I was using a personal size planner. So instead of having to retype them, I just pulled them out and stuck them in the pocket. This is just a road trip packing list and packing list for a cruise I'm going to go on, as well as a to-do list for it. So that will just go stuck right there. I've got a bucket list that I haven't filled out yet, but I will. It's probably part of my bucket list. These are also from the Miss Tiina inserts, and I think they're just pretty cool. And then from the Polka Dot Posie website, you can get these for free. So it's got books I want to read, movies I want to see, things I want to make, and most of that stuff will probably come off of Pinterest. Recipes that I'd like to try, and then also I printed off a bunch of these blank checklists as well to make, my own. So here's another top tab because I'm moving, so I'm going to be referring to this to-do list a lot. So I've broken it up into 2 sections because, once our lease is up, we're moving in with my dad for a brief period of time until we make our final move to Georgia in August. So it's just to-dos that I need to get done between now and then. And then this is a to-do list for things I need to do after we move to Georgia. So that's what I've gotten here, and I'm sure that these lists will get filled up with all kinds of stuff. To-do lists for a house project, or to-do lists for school, or a school project, or whatever, all kinds of things. So this is my last tab, and I use it as a blog post planner. I have this pocket in here, which I will be using to store inspirations for blogs from magazines, or recipes I want to try at my blog, or DIY projects that I want to do for my blog, or just to track like notes or sticky notes that I've jotted down that are blog related and things like that. So I just made these myself in Word. I couldn't really find a blog planner that I wanted, so I just, put my Word document in landscape view and typed half, I just had it split up into 2 pages like booklet style, and it works really well. They're pretty basic, but they work well for me. So, there's a place for my blog post ideas, and then a place to plan out an actual post and things like that. So it works well for me. So then the last bit of stuff that I have in my planner are these Avery full page pocket or full paged holder things. So they hold a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I think that's really neat because if you don't mind it getting folded in half one time, I think it's great to have these in there. So because these smaller pockets that you've seen throughout don't hold a full sheet. I'd have to fold them up a couple times. So like in here are tickets to an event we're going to on Saturday. So I've got those in there. And then previously I've had a form that I need to fill out in here, and just things like that. I'm sure when we are apartment hunting in Georgia, I will be putting lots of information from the leasing offices in there. Okay. So like I said, I do use this as a wallet. In here, I keep coins and cash and whatever in there. They also have this really cool little zipper protector thing. So now there's no more divots in my back page, which is really neat. In here I keep coupons and tickets to our Rangers game that we're going to. I also think I'm going to keep one of those those long list pads in there, just so if I need to make a smaller list and I don't want to use one of my full size sheets or something, or if I need to jot down something really quick, I can do that. This pen holder is really great. It's got a little bit of elastic right there. I have heard that if you use the Coletto pens, you can get the smooth barrel ones in there pretty easily. if it has a grip on it, I know it's difficult and some people have not been able to do it. You can request a bigger pen loop. So that is one cool thing about the customization. I did not, because I just used this Swarovski purple pen, and I love it. It writes really great. And it just, you know, slides right in there, fits really well. So, yeah, I mean, like, there's tons of customizing you can do. So, let me talk a little bit about just some of the paper cutter that I used, because in the past I had gone to Staples or whatever, but I really wasn't saving a whole lot of money doing that. So to cut all of my pages, I just used this little swing line paper cutter. I picked it up at Office Depot and it works great. It came with an extra blade on it for when this one dulls, and I really like it. It works really well. So that's all I've got. This is my planner. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below on Instagram, or if you go onto my blog page, there is a link to where you can email me directly. And that's all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.